Hi, we've got a question that's been asked from somebody online, and it goes like this: for persons who wanted to offer products but want to offer them online, what are the best ways to do so? The second part of the question also goes, what avenues are there outside of creating your own website, especially for startup businesses? I know of Etsy and Big Cartel, and how well do they work? I think this question is pertaining to e-commerce, and somebody's looking to start up an e-commerce site, and they want to offer products without the creation of a website. I do believe. What I'm going to start off with is my pick are there's two companies that come into mind. If the situation is correct, and if the person is from the Caribbean, to offer products online, the best way to do so to offer them online again, you could actually offer your products by using PayPal. Now, you don't need a website, but it is sort of recommended to have one because what you want to try and build is what we call where a person knows you, likes you, and trusts you. Within PayPal, what you can do is send a person an invoice if they really wanted to buy something. Take, for example, if you sent me an invoice, I could actually check out through PayPal and actually pay that for you. You don't need anything special. What I always do, I'll receive an email from you and saying, this is the bill, this is the final invoice, and I'll be able to check out through PayPal. You won't need a website whatsoever. All you go to is into the back end of PayPal and set up what the cost of each item is and what the services. Now, once again, if you're from the Caribbean, there may be some restrictions you got there because linking PayPal account to your current bank account may be a problem. So again, within the Caribbean, we've got to actually work out that. I mean, I'm not too sure of the whole of the Caribbean and what limitations there are, but again, there are some islands will give can actually give you problems trying to. I think also there is a problem in Trinidad and Tobago, also in Barbados, I know as well. So getting the money out from PayPal becomes a problem, but there are other ways you can actually transfer the money to different accounts and actually use different cards as well. Now, there's another company called Stripe, which is good because they will again accept payments. Again, within the Caribbean, we've got to look at some of the limitations. I know there's one limitation; it may not accept payments in Jamaica, but for other countries and islands, they will accept the actual payment for you. So if that is what you're referring to, how you can offer products online, that is a good way. Now, I want to move into another area where you've actually talking about Amazon. Amazon again can offer products in there. What I was previously talking about is obviously this is the merchant where you can accept the credit card payments, and that's all it does, nothing else. You don't have the website. Amazon, on the other hand, can actually list the product in their directory. Amazon fulfillment is one of the ways you could actually put your product in Amazon's warehouse, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But the process, the reason why Amazon is on the top of my list is because they've got a ready-made market. We know Amazon, we like Amazon, and we trust Amazon in that way. So rather than trying to do it all yourself, Amazon has their platform where you can list your product and service all up in there again for a little fee. And if you can cover that fee per month, it's great because you can say to your clients, come and buy this particular product from the Amazon store. What can happen is obviously they'll make the transaction. Amazon will send you a notification saying someone's bought this. You must ship the item in a given point of time. And it's pretty good because it reminds you and you can schedule things and you can set up the whole sort of service there and then, which is pretty good for an entrepreneur right now, starting a business and if you're selling a product. Now, if you're really outside, I think of some of the Amazon fulfillment areas, they'll be able to ship the product for you. Now, this is even better still, whereby you will forward your product to one of the Amazon's warehouse. When the item is bought, Amazon will actually ship it for you. Now, that in real time is pretty good because when you just push a button and say, okay, go out and ship it out, you don't have to worry about trying to package things like the way. You put all this together and Amazon will do it. I suggest for small businesses start up and you can start focusing and moving to that area because as I said, it's all packaged for you. You can scale up very, very quickly rather than you trying to do it all yourself. And we've got to think about time here when you're, as an entrepreneur, what we're trying to do. Because we want to try to get the best of the both worlds where whereby there is a ready-made traffic for you where you can plug in, you get orders from different people. Because marketing itself is hard enough to try and market a business. And if you can plug into something which is actually working already for you, that's great. And it's in your targeted audience. Now, I hope that is really is answering that question because I said it was about what avenues outside of creating your own website, especially for title small business. That those are the areas that you could look into. You don't have to really create a website for all the things that you do need. You know, you need to focus on your business and what really makes work. What works. The idea really, again, on that particular question, I would say, look at your competitors. What are they doing? Because those are the though if they're doing it right, um, again, these is how your customers really interact with that product or service, and they want to see that type of thing. Yeah, don't try to go outside the box here and do something totally different. I know you're trying to start up, but again, yeah, competition is key, and you've got to observe those because if they change, you'll have to sort of change with them, and your customers want to see those types of things in place before they know and they like and they want to trust you. The last part of the question again, of Etsy and Big Cartel, how do they work? Now, these particular websites, obviously exactly the same thing. They will give you a space where you can actually promote your product and service and take a fee for it. Again, same thing you've got to look at is the back end of these. What do they provide as merchants and who's the preferable one? I'm sure they would like you to actually set up your own merchant with them, like PayPal or Stripe, if they actually let you know they've got authorized.net. All these companies are merchants whereby they take the credit cards. Again, do they work for you? Obviously, the cost of doing all this is another thing. And does your prospective customer like this particular way? Now, these particular sites are dedicated in, I do believe, arts and crafts. And yes, the audience is there. If that's your targeted audience, they may see you, they may not. Because again, it's a platform where they can set everything up for you, but you have to drive the traffic to the actual website. What I mean by traffic is again, you've got to put your own customers to that particular website. All they do is provide you with a platform where you can sell your services there. Yeah, they may have a marketplace, I don't know, but again, the customer may not be looking for things in the marketplace. They don't receive offers from other places. When choosing platform not like this where it offers these types of services, you've got to look at it, how well can they market your business as well, because you don't want to be paying a monthly subscription where you're going to be doing all the work. They don't offer you any flexibility, hence why this is over Amazon, where Amazon will list your products and they'll help you try to market in a way, and there's lots of things that you can market and they can give you some really, really good stuff. But that's what I definitely would recommend for small business right now. If you can get into Amazon right now, and if you're in or outside the Caribbean, look at some of the problems that you're going to have to be facing, and really get really try to use this platform to the best way you can. Have a look at it, and it's a nominal fee every month. But again, if you're selling a product, try to offset that in the cost. And again, if your customers are local, it may not be the ideal solution because obviously again you have to ship a physical product back to your country. It may not work in that particular way. But as I said, you've got to look at the flexibility behind it. If it's a simple payment that you want to take the payment first. That's the first thing you want to take the payment whereby people can actually make a transaction. If it's a merchant gateway with Stripe or PayPal, do that first. Yep, take the payment. You can then ship it out with your local suppliers if you want to deliver it yourself. If again it's in the Caribbean, that's the simplest way you could use it right now. There's lots of companies out there, but again, the only two that I would say you should use, yeah, is Stripe and PayPal. So whereby they can check out for a credit card system and put your costs from there, because they obviously then you'll be able to take credit cards, and that's great. I mean, try to do that what we call a normal merchant service, because you'd have to pay for the merchant we get called credit card system, and those types of things. So I hope that helps. If it doesn't, send us another email and we'll clarify just said, and I'll try and outline some of the best ways to do so on that. Okay, thank you.